أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إذا جاء نصر الله والفتح ورأيت الناس يدخلون في دين الله أفواجا فسبح بحمد ربك واستغفره إنه كان توابا رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي فالحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين ثم أما بعد. Once again everybody, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So today I'm going to tell you some things about إذا جاء نصر الله والفتح, a surah that declared that the victory from Allah is coming and that the Kaaba will actually be liberated and people are going to be entering into Islam in huge multitudes from around the region. It's almost like this premonition that victory is on the way. But you can only think about victory when there's conflict. It's remarkable that the previous surah declared conflict. We are not on the same page. We are in conflict. And the next surah promised that victory will come to those who've believed. That's the first beautiful thing to learn about the surah and its placement. The second thing to learn about إِذَا جَاءَ نَصْرُ اللَّهِ وَالْفَتْحِ is that, when Ibn Abbas radiallahu ta'ala anhuma was asked in a group of companions by Umar radiallahu anhu, what do you think the surah means? The most accurate description of this surah was, it's the farewell address of the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam. Why is this surah considered the farewell address? It's not the last surah revealed. As a matter of fact, for many accounts, it was revealed much earlier, meaning the promise of victory was given much, much, much sooner. So why is it considered the farewell address? When the events of this surah transpire, then the Prophet's mission is done. And when a messenger's mission is done, then Allah calls him back to himself. And that's why at the end of the surah you see, فَسَبِّحْ بِحَمْدِ رَبِّكَ وَاسْتَغْفِرْهُ. Do tasbih of your master and seek his forgiveness. There is no need for you to preach anymore. There's no need for you to go and make jihad anymore and struggle anymore. You're basically now in that final retirement phase before you meet with Allah, and that retirement phase should be filled with two things: declaring Allah's perfection, asking His forgiveness. Innahu kana tawwaba. He's always been one who turns back. In other words, as you are now ready to turn back to Allah, Allah is ready to take you back. Subhanallah. That's the end of this surah. It's like it's preparing the Prophet ﷺ. When that is done, you can relax. And think about it, this last thing, think about it this way. For the Prophet ﷺ, relaxation is prayer and istighfar. Like he has to meet people, preach to them, deal with hypocrites, deal with the disbelievers, go out in battle. He has to do all of that stuff. And his break from all of that is tasbih and istighfar. So Allah says, when your worldly mission has been accomplished, the worldly purpose for which you were sent, then you can take your break. And that break to you is constantly going back to Allah and declaring His praise. May Allah make us of those who find the coolness of their eyes and their peace and their tranquility and their break in prayer and in istighfar. Barakallahu li wa lakum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.